Welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for Sunday, February 11th, 2024. This week we are working with Divine Doors by Andre and Gracia. This is a beautiful deck out of Rockpool Publishing from Australia, which is a Mind, Body, Spirit publishing company, and they do multiple decks, and they have authors and books, and they do online courses. Just a really wonderful resource from our friends down under. So, you know, the last couple weeks we worked with pretty intense energy. We worked with the archangels, incredibly grateful for that energy. Worked with the mermaids last week. Those were beautiful, gorgeous, watery, intuitive messages. And this week I wanted to look at, you know, doorways. Like, I talk always about how I believe that liminal spaces are mystical transition spaces where we're open to learning new information and guidance. And it's a wonderful way for us to learn and be open to the, you know, the guidance of our inner self, our soul, our spirit guides and guardians, our great creator, however, whatever name you want to give to that, whether it's God, the goddess, spirit, divine source, divine creator. Titles aren't really important. What you feel in your heart and soul is. And so this deck tells us behind every door lies adventure, mystery, and inspiration. And the deck is set up where it shows us pictures of a different doorway or pathway on the back of every one of these. And then on the other side is a divine message for us. So on the inside of this deck, it says, behind the door, all questions reside. Turn the handle and step inside. Intuitive guidance is your natural call. Lay out the cards or let them fall. Close your eyes and open your heart. The mystery is a form of art. Hold a question clear to mind. Turn the page and see what you find. So we have been, we're well past the middle of this week with this deck, and I hope you're enjoying it. I truly believe that liminal spaces are important for us to learn and grow and develop. And I do think doorways, gateways, pathways are important transitions for us. That's one of the reasons I wanted to work with this deck. It was actually one of the reasons I was drawn to this deck. I have a couple smaller decks like this, where there's just a, you know, picture and a message on the back. And I think that's beautiful. Sometimes the oracle decks can maybe feel overwhelming, or like you have to spend a ton of money to buy all these decks. You don't need to spend any money to buy a deck. You can find a poem or a keyword that you like. You can make your own oracle deck. I mean, know that. You can do it with a piece of notebook paper or construction paper. You know, you can find pictures that you like. You don't need to go out and spend a lot of money. I'm just trying to show you that there's so many different options out there and different messages depending on the deck. And all of these messages are guiding us, you know, in our intuition from our spirit guides and guardians, from our great creator, however, like I said, however you term that. Continue to look at the energy and focus of the day in these 2-card readings. The energy, of course, is the energy that the universe is sending at us, or the energy that we're getting in our life for that day. And then the focus is our intention, our effort, our response that we put back into that energy. So I'm working with, I always light a candle during these readings, so sometimes the decks are big, and I have them out of frame, and I always work with crystals, 2 crystals. So here to the left, I have an amazonite flame, amazonite to help me with my voice and message, and agate for strength, and it's a star, and it's beautiful, and I think stars are just divinely gorgeous. So let us look at the energy for the day. Okay, and then let's look at the focus. Okay, oh no, I thought we had this card before, but we didn't. We had something similar, but not the same one. All right, so we'll read from these intuitively because there is no book. There's a small message on the back, and that's something that you know, if you're new to oracle cards and readings, you know, you don't have to feel so overwhelmed by a huge deck that takes you down a path you've never heard of before. Sometimes it's just a beautiful picture and a small message to make you think or focus. So let's look at this card here. Kind of raise this up, hopefully, so you can see it a little bit better. This is an interesting look. It's like there is a wooden pathway above and then a concrete path below. So we've got this like a doorway, but really it goes on and on and on and on, and we follow this path. And what this card says is silent skill. It says, I challenge you to unpack your mind. In meditation's grace, the soul can unwind. And at the bottom here, it says, breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. So I think the message that we're getting for today from the universe is silence and meditation. Some days are challenging, and maybe this day is going to be challenging. And so this is telling us right now, take a moment to be silent, just to breathe in and breathe out and feel better, you know, feel a little more focused or a little more relaxed. And if you don't, then be silent for another moment and breathe in and breathe out and let go of that doubt. And you know what? Whatever the challenge might be, and that's kind of the idea I'm getting from this day is maybe a potential challenge is breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. Just take that moment of silence. Now, it might not be a challenging day, but there still is a moment in the day where I think you're meant to just pause and breathe and, you know, focus on maybe nothing. Meditation is hard for me because it's hard for me to be still. It's hard for me to not be thinking and analyzing. And so this is going to be a good message for me today, no matter what the energy of, or no matter what the environment of the day is, that I'm going to think about this reading and take that moment just to be silent, just to breathe, just to let yourself be, find something internally that helps guide you through this day. Now, let's look at our, focus card. So this is a beautiful card. I hope you can see it. It's a little bit darker of a card, but another doorway built into kind of nature. We had a similar card earlier in the deck, but this is different. And then there are tree roots above, just encompassing this doorway. But it is like nature and man-made just combined into this beautiful, beautiful symbiotic relationship. So the card says here, hummingbird song. Nectar of sweetness, enjoy it brings, the hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. And this is another pass this card on. This is our 4th day in a row that our focus card has been a pass this card on. And so I pass this energy on to you. And let's read this again. The card is called Hummingbird Song. Nectar of sweetness, enjoy it brings, the hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. So we know the energy of the day is telling us to meditate, focus, be silent, and appreciate. And our focus is just to be sweet and just to appreciate the joy that we can get in that moment. And there is healing in that. I think that's what this is telling us. I'm excited about this day. I don't know what Sunday is going to be like. Like, is it going to be kind of rough and bumpy, and that's why it's telling us we need this? Or is it just going to be a day where it's going to be easy for us to be calm, internal, focus, breathe in, breathe out, and let ourselves heal? We'll see. We will see. But we have guidance for the day, and I'm excited about that. I hope you found this reading helpful. I hope you've connected with it in some way. I would love to hear how you're feeling about this Oracle card deck. I would love to hear what you're feeling about these readings. I'm excited about this deck. It's beautiful. It's a little simpler than what we've worked with, and that's good, because I want to express that with these Oracle cards, it doesn't have to be big, intense, deep readings, decks that are, you know, have 72 or 78 cards in it, like a tarot deck with a pamphlet or a book that you have to go to that makes you feel like it's going to take you an hour to read. Some days it's a simple picture and a simple message, and that's all we need. And there is such beauty in that. Anyways, thank you for your watches. Please like, please subscribe, please share, please leave comments. I'm so grateful to you all. My name is Stacy. Thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me.